The transformation that adding drywall to the house has brought is amazing, but the dirt and dust that are left behind is extraordinary. You'll hear people tell you that there's a lot of ups and downs in building a house. This is definitely one of the downs. Yesterday was a huge high getting the drywall up on the walls, but having to clean all this up, man, what a mess. All along the walls and the areas where they had the board stacked, we still have to get paper rolled out. And the only way you're going to get that paper to stick is if you clean the other paper enough so that the tape can adhere to it. This is one of the areas where building it yourself is the absolute pits. When you hire somebody to take care of all this stuff, they have a cleanup crew that comes in, takes care of all of it. Most people building a house never see this.
Windows get to come, all that stuff comes off. So one of the things that we were chasing our tail with was the ram board, getting the ram board out on the floors. They did not tell me when they were going to be delivering the drywall. They were supposed to call me back the night before. That doesn't always happen. So they called me 20 minutes before they were supposed to be here. The guy who was in charge of the crew, who was putting the stuff down, was very nice. He gave me a minute to get everything situated in the main room so that I had paper on almost that whole area. Then they started rolling the drywall out to the rest of the room. You can see the spots in here where there was drywall and we couldn't get the paper in. We just papered around it that night. We missed 3 rooms completely, just time crunch. We're paying for it because there's been a lot of adhesive from the drywall that got on the floors. I have fought for these floors before. The only real problem is I am taking some of the sealer off. So we're just gonna come in here when everything is done, buff it really good, roll out another coat of sealer and put a couple coats of sacrificial wax down, and we should be good to go. Yeah. Okay, we're come to the gate and follow the main road all the way to the back. Thanks. Bye. So it'll be here in 10 minutes.
I'll tell you.
I hear the truck. No, that's an airplane. I'm like the dog now. Start barking when the plane comes.
It's like a 4-year-old boy. I hear the truck. What is the ice cream truck?
I like ice cream. I used to like screwball.
What's that?
Screwball was like a sherbet cup with a gumball on the bottom.
Oh my gosh, you remember.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That sounds disgusting.
No, it was a sherbet cup with a little gumball on the bottom of it. It had a couple different flavors, different colors. If you have to do this job for your own house, they make a knife. If you're using ram board, they make a ram board knife. You can get it for somewhere between $20 and $30. They did not have it at the hardware store, but they had this Craftsman box cutter for $2.97. And it has worked perfectly so far. I'm guessing the truck's here.
It's knocking on our door.
How you doing? Awesome. Perfect.
The folks at Happy Little Dumpster were very helpful and came out and delivered a dumpster for us a little further out than they usually go. So I really appreciate that. They're under new management now, so maybe things have changed and they're expanding their area.
That's loud.
The drywallers did a really good job of keeping this all in a concise stack. We were tempted to just load it onto our trailer and take it in. But sometimes you have to figure out where your energy is going to go. And I only wanted to touch it once. As I mentioned before, I'm a little bothered by the amount of waste. But there's not much you can do with it, except bury it. And I just don't want to do that.
That's the end of the weekend for us. Gotta say, it's been a pretty good one. Cleaning up was quite a chore. I probably should have worn a respirator. It's probably a little rough in my throat. Didn't bother you at all, did it? She's bionic.
I feel busted though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tired.
Well, our number one goal was to get everything loaded into the dumpster so that we didn't have a big mess. We ran the magnet, picked up all the screws that we could find, got the paper laid out on the floor. A little late, but we got it laid out before they come and finish the drywall.
The waste does bother me, but we've had very little waste. So I think one smaller dumpster is not horrible.
No, it's certainly a difference from when professionals do it and when you do it yourself. When you do it yourself, you count every penny you're spending, and when professionals do it, they're counting time. So
It's not just that, it's environment too.
yeah, well,
But
there's nothing I can do with it, so I'm not hanging on to it.
it's not horrific. It could be a lot worse.
Thanks for watching. Come on back and check us out again at BreakHeartOrchard. Hit that subscribe button before you go. We'll see you next time.
Good night. Oh my gosh, we have to buy window treatments.
No.
I'll let the sun just wake you up in the morning.
Sun can wake me up, you wake me up, it don't make a difference. The only time you've ever slept in was when we were dating. It was false advertising. That was a trap.